80 to 72, OCU gets a win over USAO today. We got assistant coach Garrett White. And coach, your thoughts on the game today?
Well, I thought obviously tale of two halves for us. I mean, we gave up 9 offensive rebounds in the first half, and I think defensively we were so much better rebounding as the game started going down the stretch. And obviously we saw some buckets go in, so obviously that helps a lot as well.
Yeah, for most of the game, I'd look down and it'd be a 12, 15 rebound advantage for the Drovers, and you come back and they have the lead at 44 to 42. But like you said, down the stretch, really started getting after the rebounds,
Yeah,
right?
again, I mean, you can't rebound made shots. So I think later on in the second half, we were making more shots, and that's what helped them in the first half. I mean, have such a huge advantage in the rebounding margin.
50 to 16 points in the paint today, and that's everybody. That's your big guys working hard, but also your guards getting
Yeah,
to the rim
yeah.
today. So that's a huge advantage for you guys in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, we run I mean, everybody knows when we spread it out, so it's really hard to guard us. I mean, especially when our freshman point guard's got 17. I mean, he just lives in the rim, and it's really hard to guard us sometimes. Even though shots aren't falling, we were still getting paint touch after paint touch, especially in the first half. I mean, we were up 20 to 8, I think it was, points in the paint in the first half.
And
So
YG made 6 shots today.
yeah,
I'm not sure he was looking at the rim on any of
yeah, we've trying to been working with him on looking at the rim and stuff, but I mean, he's great. I mean, he's a true freshman point guard. So I mean, he's learning every dribble. I was telling this somebody the other day. He's learning every dribble that he's taken throughout all season. So he's still got a lot to learn, and he's absorbed a lot from us as a staff and some of these older guys that are trying to help him as well along the way.
Another freshman's been great lately is Clayton Jewell. Another
Yeah,
whale of a game for him.
yeah,
18 and 8 today. He was fantastic again today.
yeah. I mean, Clayton is kind of that guy that gives us the edge, on the glass. I mean, when he really wants to rebound and block out, I mean, he's an absolute stud. I mean, a couple weeks ago he had 17 and 13, I think. Here was last week actually when I
Hmm.
wasn't here. So when he really wants to rebound and block out, I mean, he's an absolute stud on the glass. Again, another true freshman, young guy for us.
And he had a big time block on the other end too that really helped seal the game there at the
Yeah,
end.
at the end, I mean, he's got pretty good instincts sometimes, but a lot of the time it gets him in trouble. But again, on that one, I mean, he made a great instinct to go block a shot. We were able to collect it, and I think we actually scored a bucket off of it, so that was great.
Tough first half for Avery Jackson today, but he comes back, battles back, and finishes with 8 points. But really, it seemed like calmed things down a little bit from his position.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows who Avery is, especially the season he had last year as a true freshman. So he's at the top of all the scouting reports for everybody. So I mean, when he gets going, it really helps us a lot. So in the second half, they still able to get downhill. I mean, he had a humongous and one at the end here where Parker saved it out of bounds.
Yep.
So I mean, that was massive for us.
I know it's got to be frustrating, given the season that you've had, to have these couple of games here at the end, just kind of see what your team has been capable of this whole
Yeah.
season. But what are the positives that you've taken away from the last couple of weeks as your team is kind of rounded into form
Oh
here?
yeah, I mean, all of our freshmen have grown up. I mean, they started the year. We had a great win against the Masters, obviously. Then we've been up and down a lot, as everybody knows. But our freshmen have figured it out how to play in the SAC. I mean, it's arguably the toughest conference in America for NAI. We have young guys, and they've grown up a lot. So that's what's been helpful a lot is our young guys have helped push us.
Another week of games coming up. What has to work well for you here in the last couple of games?
Same thing. We got MacU next Thursday. They just had a huge win against SAGU on Thursday night. I don't know how they did today against UNT Dallas, but I mean, MacU, they came here and beat us. Again, we have to be able to rebound the ball, and we got to stick shots whenever we're open.
All right, that's OCU assistant Garrett White as the Stars get the 80 to 72 win over USAO today, coming back from as many as 12 down in the second half. Thanks for joining us today, OCUSports.com and the Sooner Athletic Conference Network.